Hey guys, so if you follow me or are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you know that I try to post Coffee with Yaasha every Friday and that I didn't do so this past Friday. And there's good reason for it. Actually, my house has been invaded by pests. And so while we are dealing with the pests, I am elsewhere, which means I don't have access to a lot of my equipment. So the sound and the visual quality might be a little different in this video, and obviously my background is different. But I'm making do, and I am recording on my lovely phone because phones are awesome and they can do so many things. So one of the reasons why I wanted to post not only was to give you an update on that, but also I had planned a really interesting post for National Novel Writing Month, and I wanted to share 2 different ways that I have found to be able to reach my word count without going crazy during the month. So for those of you who don't know, National Novel Writing Month is every year in the month of November. You write 50,000 words over the course of those 30 days. And it can be on any topic, whatever it is you want. It's just a way to join with a community of other people who are all doing the same thing and be able to kind of ride on that wave of momentum and motivation in order to get done a substantial portion of whatever work in progress that you're working on. So here are my 2 tips for getting through NaNoWriMo without going crazy, but still making your word count. Tip number 1, write whenever, however you can. I used to have trouble because I always felt like I needed to write in this specific block of time because otherwise I wouldn't get the flow going properly. And so I felt like, writing for just 5 minutes or just 10 minutes wasn't worth it. Well, that first year that I was doing NaNoWriMo, I realized that I just couldn't wait around for the right time blocks to show up. And I couldn't necessarily make them happen either. I was working, I was doing all this stuff, like it just didn't happen. So I started retraining myself to work in spurts. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 100 words here, 300 words there, like whatever it took. And I would be writing on my phone, I would be writing late on my laptop, I would be scribbling things on little scraps of paper that I had available to me, like whatever it took to get those words there and onto the page and counted. So in the end, that actually ended up being very effective because not only did it train my brain in how to jump in and out of a story really quickly, it also just added up over time. Like you think 100 words here and 200 words there doesn't add up to anything, but oh man, it totally does. So this next one is a little mathematical, but here is how it goes. I have produced a lovely little graphic for you that helps illustrate how the concept works. This works really, really well because those extra hundreds that get squeezed in because of the rounding up, those add up over time. And by the time you finish NaNoWriMo at end of day 30, you have not written 50,000 words, you've written more like 60,000. So this is a really awesome one for either making your goal ahead of time if you're really crunched at Thanksgiving time, right? If you're American. Or a really good way of exceeding your word count and making yourself feel really amazing and proud of yourself. So those are my 2 tips. If you do NaNoWriMo, let me know what your tips are for writers and how you make your word count without going insane during the month of November. And if you're new, let me know and I will congratulate you on your project and cheer you on.